So, hey, welcome to our first vlog.
But show me your teeth. No, you still have something, like in the middle, but not much.
Welcome back to our humble studio in Vilnius. So, what do people do? It's a magazine, it's a community, it's a YouTube channel, and it's going to be podcasts, and it's a creative conference happening in Vilnius and Kaunas, and sometimes in the summer for the holidays it's in a beautiful city called Palanga.
By the seaside.
Yes.
So I think it's time to tell about all the changes happening. And I think for a long time we've been so focused on doing the magazine, publishing it, getting it out on the shelves, that we sort of forgot to share all the backstage stuff that's happening and things we have planned and things we're working on.
We thought we need to revamp all the sharing because that's what you guys wanted to hear about. And first thing first, I think we're gonna do this all in English. So a lot of my friends and colleagues were actually asking us to do stories in English and do more of the content in English so they understand what we do and how we do, and in this small country Lithuania and then even smaller city Vilnius.
But I think also we've almost sold half of the magazines and we printed 1,000, and there's still Knygų Mugė, like a book fair coming up, so...
It's good to be back.
Yeah, I really feel bad that we forgot our patrons, because like the moment I had to pay for everything, it was so much money. Like I could have bought a car or paid like deposit for my first apartment or something like that, and we didn't have enough money. And then I remembered patrons and I opened the patron page and there was exactly the money we needed. So I think it's not just the money, but it's also you do something which is just an idea. It's like so obscure and others don't really believe in the idea, like your parents, for example, and you kind of believe in the idea, but it feels so unattainable. And there are these people online, you guys, that I've never really met, or a few of them I've met before. And they believe in the idea so much that they give money to it, even if it's small amounts or really big amounts. There were people that donated a lot of money. And it's so amazing to know that you're not alone in this. So I think as much as it was a really big financial contribution and it made the magazine possible, but it also, I always felt the love and support, and it was so much easier to keep on doing it.
So it was very important at the beginning, but some people stuck around even after we released the first issue of What Do People Do? Where is it?
There.
This baby is your baby.
Babies. These two are my babies. So yeah, this wouldn't have happened without patrons, and I think we've kind of also need to say sorry.
How are you gonna make up for that?
Well, we will release these vlogs and the new show we told you about on Saturdays only for patrons.
So we'll be contacting people who stuck around on Patreon. We'll, I think, need your addresses so you can pick up some presents we'll have for you in the studio, right? Because it's time to make up. And please stick around. And if you're new, become a patron. There's going to be more tiers and more reasons to join, not just early bird access, but, you know, joining the events and having the seat in first or second row, and many more to come. So
we talked about the radio.
Can you do the radio bit again so we can intercut?
Like just the same stuff I've said?
Yeah.
But instead, we, together with Linas, can start creating this content only for you. And team, yes.
Yes, it's not just two of us.
There's more people.
Yeah. Barta.
Barta, love you, Barta. There's Dominika as well, who writes all the posts and everything in English, so she's our copywriter. There's Camilla, who helps with the events, because how to say in English?
Like this.
I'm like this, and if not Camilla, those events would be really bad.
Every 2 weeks, there's going to be a new show.
Yay!
What's the name?
I don't know, we still need to think of it.
What do people do?
I think what do people do? Like talk series or I think it can be a lot more cinematic in a way that we can really tell stories about the person. We can go into his or her studio and film their desk with all the weird stuff on it, and then go to their homes and have coffee at their breakfast tables and really show like the behind the scenes and how the people live, how they do what they do. So I think we're able to create more value, and we're able to travel. So just instead of interviewing the people who live in Vilnius or Lithuania, we're able to go to places and ask pretty much same questions and see how people answer them in all around Europe.
So if you have any ideas of who could be on the show, we already have 3 people in London that we want to interview. Let us know.
Hi, my name is Marja, and for a long time you didn't hear me. Whoa!
So this is why we're doing this. We want to update you guys on what's going on with what do people do, and have this periodically from time to time, while we're traveling, while we're going places, while we're meeting people, while we're doing stuff, making the magazine 2nd volume, making radio shows, making podcasts, videos and everything like that. But this is how we do it, and maybe that will inspire you to do stuff, and that's what we're all about. Quit the job you hate.
Do the job you love. But I think Linas has a really good point, because usually when you read interviews, they're all success stories. And with this, we'll be able really to show all the shit stuff that happens when you're trying to work on your thing. Lots of stuff that happens that nobody ever shows, because people, I think, are ashamed. And if you show that sometimes you're weak, like people won't respect you, you will lose respect, or people won't think that you're successful. And I think that the real success, or whatever success is actually being strong enough to show that sometimes stuff is not happening the way you want it to happen, and finding another way how to do it, or you know what I mean.
It's also vulnerability. Is that the word? Vulnerability. It's actually, that's how you lead people.
You have cake on your face. That's very vulnerable.
Keep interrupting me on these emotional moments. Cool. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's been a long.
And if there's anything that you're really interested in, for example, we don't really know how to do YouTube ads, or we don't really know how to do a vlog, and we're just trying to learn as we go, and we're obviously finding out a lot of new things. So if you're interested in them, we can share, we can do like updates on how we do things, or anything you really want to know, like how the magazine is doing. Let us know, and we'll do stories about it. And I'm really glad that you joined. We're together, we live together, and now we'll be working together. And I think, I don't know if it's the easiest thing what to do for a couple. I think it steals away a little bit of romance, and it's hard not to bring work back home, but at the same time it's so much fun. I read somewhere that we spend 80,000 hours at work in our lives, and it means for many people that it's away from the ones they love, from their family, and we get to spend all that time together now.
I'm cool with that. Let's see where it brings us, and keep us delivering.
Yes, they have very high standards for us.
Okay, let's wrap it up, and we want you to stroll along our creation story and releasing the new magazine, which will be from
Barcelona! No, how do you say it? Barcelona.
Barcelona. We come in. Barcelona. Barcelona?
I think it's Barcelona.
I definitely think it's not Barcelona.
But the way English people...
What is the capital of Spain? It's Madrid.
Madrid is the capital of Spain.
Okay, Google. What is the capital of Catalonia?
Barcelona is the capital of Catalonia.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
We've heard of Sofia as well in Bulgaria, and I think visiting Georgia would be really cool too, but in the winter we really need a place that's a bit more colorful. And we have friends there, so it's gonna be easier to find creative people who to interview. Wait, Majus is a very important part of this vlog and our life. So he wants to say thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to see you again. And then if you can, please subscribe.